Alright, so this is my third clip. I don't know where I left off. So anyways, back to the dark side thing. To sum it up, one of two things happens. Either we have some pretty incompetent hackers, which is unbelievable because to hack something you gotta be pretty smart, but then they're just careless enough that the FBI could take their Bitcoin back because they didn't secure it. Okay, that's one possibility, I guess. And the other possibility is that the FBI conducted a PSYOP for reasons, I don't know what the reasons might be, but they conducted a PSYOP to drive the price down. Both to me are pretty ridiculous, and so we'll probably never know the whole story of what really happened with this little story. It feels like a little story, it's not that big. This dark side thing, when they stole, when they got 63 Bitcoin for ransom because they hacked it into some, I know it was a gas pipeline, but that was like a month ago. And this most recent one, I want to say they hacked into some food supply with maybe cattle. So that's the story. But yeah, ridiculous. I don't know. I haven't heard any of the best like hypotheses or theories about this. I thought it was kind of a big deal, but I only saw like a couple Twitter mentions, and it's kind of talked about here and there. It isn't like a huge story, but we'll probably never know what really happened with it. Both the stories and hypotheses that I have are equally ridiculous. So I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to move off of it. Alright, but there are some good points here. The point is, if you actually secure your Bitcoin with your private keys, the FBI can't get it. I mean, if that were the case, if it were the case where just because the FBI has smart people, they can extract your Bitcoin, that means there's other countries with just as smart people. They could just extract someone else's Bitcoin. And if that were the case, everybody's Bitcoin would be stolen by now. Is everybody's Bitcoin stolen right now? No, hell no, not even close. So your Bitcoin can't be stolen if you secure it. Let me repeat that. Your Bitcoin can't be stolen if you secure it. Alright, so let's end that. Because your Bitcoin cannot be stolen if you secure it. It can be stolen if it's on like a hot wallet, maybe. It can be stolen or rehypothecated if it's on an interest-bearing platform. And can it be stolen or taken back? Because they didn't really steal it back, they just took it back. So maybe stolen is not the right word. But can your Bitcoin be stolen? It can be. If you don't secure it, yeah, someone can take your Bitcoin. But that's getting less and less and less as the years go by. There's Mt. Gox. But ever since Mt. Gox, I don't know of an exchange that has lost Bitcoin. And Mt. Gox is getting pretty old now. Mt. Gox is before the time I think I bought my first Satoshis. I don't say Bitcoin because I didn't buy like one Bitcoin. That'd be amazing if I did that. So let's let that FUD die down. And I know I drive home this point a lot, but Bitcoin is currently at, I think it's 32,000. Okay, do me a favor, go to Twitter. On Twitter, search for Plan B. Hopefully you follow him. Now, find Plan B's post for today. Today is the 8th, June 8th. He posted today about his chart, his stock to flow chart, and go find that chart. And we're at the bottom of a channel, a Bitcoin channel of price prediction. And it's a little scary because not too often does it go below that channel. It has before. It probably will again sometime in Bitcoin's future. But we could go below that channel, and something like 25K is technically in play, I think. But look at the prediction of what the model says. And the prediction has been right way more than the prediction has been wrong. So go ahead and look what the prediction says, which has been on point for like, I don't know, 90. It's been within that channel like, I don't know, like 95, 98% of the time. If you look at it for the amount of time, not like how far up or below it is in terms of price, but look how often it is in with that channel. It's a darker gray channel, and you're gonna get something like 95 to 98% or something like that of being within that channel. Okay, now this isn't like rocket science. Look at the channel and then see where it goes. And if memory serves me right, by something of like September 1st, October 1st of this year, that channel is predicting, I want to say, base level 85,000, high level 140. So it's been right for 98% of the time. And once we get there to 98, once we get to, let's call it September 1st, if the channel holds true, which has been true 98% of the time, well then it's predicting that Bitcoin is going to be anywhere from, let's say, $85,000 to $140,000. People, that's in July, August, September. That is about 3 months away. In 3 months away, we have a 98% chance of being at a base level of $85,000 per Bitcoin. I don't know what else I can say to make that bigger news. In 3 months, there's a 98% chance that the base, the lower level of that channel of Bitcoin, is going to be $85,000. Well, shit, I'm gonna fucking put my bet on that. Like a duh moment. Duh. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, all the probabilities are going your way. All the assumptions are going your way. There are pretty big assumptions, like hopefully Plan B's model doesn't break. If it breaks, I'm wrong. If I'm right, that's epically huge news. If Plan B's model holds with his chart, this is honestly the easiest asset to trade ever. Like, you don't have to do much research. You don't have to like a stock. Like, you don't have to look at the CEO or look at their products or read some newsletters or understand the intricacies of gold mining and how much gold they're gonna. This is like 1,000 times easier than any of that garbage, than any of that like hyper analytical research that you have to do with stocks and businesses and financials and all these fancy graphs and all these fancy ways of technical analysis and all this stuff. This is way simpler, which is very appealing to me and I think many others, that we have a 98% chance of being at a base level of $85,000 per Bitcoin. And where is Bitcoin right now as I speak? It's at about $32,000. So, and remember, you can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. If you put $5,000 into Bitcoin, what's 85,000, 32,000? So 32 times 2 is 64, plus some change. Let's call it another 50%. You could get, if that model holds true and my horrible quick math holds true, that's about, in 3 months' time, that's a 150% increase. 150% increase in 3 months. You target like 12% a year with stocks. Bitcoin is projecting 150% increase in 3 months. Something that's been 98% accurate. That's massive news. Huge news. And I'm going to play it personally. I'm definitely going to play it. I can't tell you to play it because I can't give financial advice. Even everyone just says that, but I've never been told you can't give financial advice. I guess the bigwigs get a knock on the door, or someone gives them a phone call and be like, bro, yeah, you can't do that. That's like insider trading, or I don't know what the hell it's called. But you can't do that, even though there's entire podcasts and YouTubes surrounded about financial advice. It's just so stupid. Why do people say that? I don't know. I don't know what rule you're breaking or law you're breaking. Like, there's a 98% chance, if I'm right, and the model holds true, that something is going to increase by 150% in 3 months. If that like holds true, and I'm correct, yeah, I'd hope I'd be giving financial advice. And if someone knew that information and like was about to tell me, but they were like, well, I'm not allowed to tell you, I'd be like, bro, you know of something that has a 98% chance of doing a 150% increase in 3 months? You're gonna fucking tell me that shit, because that is that's massive. So like I say, 150% increase. So let's say you put $5,000 into it right now. In 3 months, 150% increase. So you're looking at about $12,500. Do you want to take your 5K and make it $12,500 in 3 months? I think you do. You want to take your 100K and make that 250K? Did I do that right? I can't even think right now. No, wait. Sorry, I had to turn 100%. So doubling it. Yeah, 25K. So either way, 100K turns into 250,000. Yeah, either way you slice it. Yeah, I mean you can put a lot of money into it. All right, now what do I want to say? So you're never gonna have in 3 months' time. Like I honestly think that could happen. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I honestly think that could happen. Will it happen? I have no idea. I think it definitely could happen. All right. So if you just knew of these things 3 months out that could jump. It's raining now. That could jump 150% in 3 months. You would never have to work again. But we do have to work, because 150% in 3 months. You know, that's not going to happen too often. It happens in a certain stock or certain asset rarely across its whole like lifespan. So what do you do instead? If you know something that's going to do 15%, 10%, 12% like the stock market, you clearly have to put money into it, like every 2 weeks, like dollar cost average and things like that. And so, sorry, I went off-road. So you have the dollar cost average. So even though Bitcoin doesn't do 150% in 3 years, on average it has some ridiculous number, like I think it's been like 200% YOY in its rise. These are just crazy numbers. So that's why a lot of people think like we've got to be entering a bear market, we've got to be entering a cool-off stage. And if it was any other asset than Bitcoin, I completely agree. If this was a stock that went 200% YOY, I'd say, yeah, we're going to cool off. Even if it's like something totally disruptive like Amazon or Facebook or something like that. But this isn't a stock. This isn't a company. This is a new money that reaches the globe. This is totally something different. This is something we've never seen before. This is fucking alien technology. This shit is the real deal. So that's why I'd like to say that I think it's possible. These crazy numbers, these crazy figures that are being thrown around, they look ridiculous to any like stock market analyst, to any like person that takes themselves seriously with like holding people's funds, and what they want to do is secure it and have slow growth. And so the Bitcoin on paper to them, it looks unreal. It looks stupid. It looks silly. It's like they can't keep on getting these returns back. And I think where they where they're wrong is because they're not looking at what it's trying to disrupt. Amazon disrupted retail sales. First it was books, and then it was, books and movies, and then it was like everything that was shipped. That's a huge market. And then like the internet disrupted like communications. All these things are huge markets. It pales in comparison. Literally pales in comparison. I know, Amazon is like the biggest company in the world. And that pales in comparison into what? What does it pale in comparison? I really want to know. Amazon pales in comparison to Bitcoin. Why would Amazon, one of the greatest, biggest companies ever in the world, you can badmouth them all you want, unbelievable company, fantastic company, how does that pale in comparison to Bitcoin? It's because Bitcoin is reinventing and imagining a new money, a better money, a more sound money, money for everybody, money for the people, money for people in India, money for people in South America, money for people in America, money for people in Russia, money for people in China, money for people in Asia. And it works the same for everybody. It's not tribal, it's global. It has rules that are written by a fucking computer protocol. And it's it. I mean, this is it. This is amazing. And the more analysis I do, I don't think something can trump Bitcoin. The other altcoins had their opportunity, and the way network effects work, nothing's going to overtake Bitcoin. And people can say, well, this coin has better technology. This other coin is going to be able to do this. There's DeFi, there's atomic swaps. It can all be built on Bitcoin. It can all be built on Bitcoin. On layer 2, layer 3, double layer nachos. It can all be on Bitcoin. And I think for the most part, it's going to play out like that. Now, I do have some altcoins that can optimize for other things better, but eventually everything can be on Bitcoin. Why not? It's programmable money. Like I said in one of my other videos, Bitcoin is money that can improve itself. Bitcoin is a money that can improve itself. So if it can improve itself, it's going to adopt the things that it needs to adopt to remain number one. And it probably doesn't even need to adopt anything because it already is the best store of value that humans have ever seen. This is becoming a word salad, but 98% chance that we see Bitcoin range from $85,000 to $150,000 in 3 months. You know what to do. I'll tell you what I'm doing because I can't tell you what to do. I'm buying here. I'm finding my fiat, scrounging for fiat. I'm not a rich man, but I'm gonna get my hands on some more Bitcoin. You can count on that for sure. All right, everyone. Pull on my driveway. Gonna hang out with my kids. Have a good day. Bye.